Explain to Captain Wood that you're trying to basically make a counter complaint against the original complainant on this incident, which I've already told you we're not going to take a complaint on because this matter has been investigated.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
And I will get you one in a few minutes. I already consulted with the district attorney's office with Pablo Galvez, explained to him. I read the notes on CCAP with the original notes from the conviction of the disorderly conduct and explained to him what you wanted to do. And he said that your remedy is a civil action in civil court.
Okay. Both you and the district attorney are coming to a conclusion of what you keep referring to as a remedy.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's what you're looking to make yourself whole because you believe you were mistreated?
Those are words that you are putting in my mouth.
Okay. Then don't use them then.
I didn't use them. Okay. I never said this is my remedy to the conviction of a disorderly conduct.
What do you want, sir?
Okay. This is what I am.
Lower your finger. We're in conversation here. We don't need to point. We're going to be very civil with each other.
I'm not pointing.
We're going to be very civil. We're going to talk in conversational tones.
Okay.
What would you like? That's what I need to know. What would you like? We're both busy people.
Yes. Here's the facts.
I don't want the facts. I want to know what you would like.
Okay. I am filing a complaint for being assaulted by Mr. Murphy.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with a remedy. It has nothing to do with being convicted of disorderly conduct. It has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I was assaulted by Mr. Murphy. And when we went to court,
right,
and in court...
Okay, you're raising yourself up. Relax a little.
And in court, the facts came out that Mr. Murphy did assault me.
Okay.
Okay?
And the court didn't take any action at that time?
She mocked me. On the stand...
When you say she, you're referring to Judge
Foster.
Okay.
Mocked me for saying I'm the victim here. She ridiculed me, she belittled me, and she mocked me on the stand as I was giving my testimony on what happened.
So then you actually want judicial review.
I have a complaint against Judge Foster in the judicial review process.
Okay.
That is a standing complaint against Judge Foster for what I just told you.
So you've already filed that, correct?
I'm in the process of getting the results from the judicial review. Okay. But in the court transcripts and on the court stand and in court, it was proven that Mr. Murphy did assault me using his vehicle multiple times. He said it in his police report, he stated it on the stand, and I reinforced it and I said it multiple times. Mr. Murphy used his vehicle and assaulted me multiple times. It's well documented. I have never filed a complaint against Mr. Murphy because I didn't know who he was. I couldn't identify him at the time of the assault.
But you could at the time of the court proceedings.
Because now I know who he is.
Okay.
Now we're done with the court proceedings.
Okay.
Now we know what the court transcripts are. Now we know what and who did what to whom. I have never filed a complaint against Mr. Murphy for assaulting me. That's why we don't have any complaints against Mr. Murphy and why it was never investigated.
Right.
So when somebody says...
Hang on, my turn. And that's why the lieutenant checked with the prosecutor. Okay, that's who we have to check with if we have a case or not. And the prosecutor said, if you wish to proceed, you have to take it to civil court. We, as law enforcement officers, we only deal with criminal matters, not civil.
I do appreciate you talking down to me and trying to explain that I don't know the difference between civil and criminal. I am not talking civil with Mr. Murphy. I am talking criminal. Yeah. He physically, criminally assaulted me.
And was that in a sheriff's department area where we're the primary law enforcement agency?
Yes.
And then I'm telling you we're not going to take that complaint. So you have to take it civil. There's nothing we can do for you.
I would like that in writing.
No, you have that, and that's my word. I'm not giving that to you in writing.
Well, I have this recorded, and we're going to have it on.
That's fine.
That's why I record this, because I expected this kind of cooperation from you. Just to let you know. That's why I record this.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm filing a complaint, as long as you can have that. I'm filing a complaint with the Department of Justice.
Okay.
Because they're interested in cases like this, while you boys, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, I mean that as much as I can, don't understand what it is to be assaulted. They're interested in this case, and I filed what you see in your hand, and you can have that, because I filed it with the district attorney. You can have that complaint, and I'm going, I already have, I'm going to file that complaint with the Department of Justice, because they have a department called Victims, I can't remember what it's called.
Victim Witness?
Victim Witness, where the police department refuses to support a legitimate criminal complaint. And goes as far as refusing to even accept the criminal complaint in order to bury my complaint.
You understand where we got our directive from? I think the lieutenant explained to you.
He did.
Okay.
And I will say this on film. I apologize if I seem a little upset about this.
Well, I just want to make sure we can help you get to the right place. Since this needs to be civil,
you
know where you need to go from here.
It's not civil. It's criminal. He criminally assaulted me.
Right, but the prosecutor who handles criminal matters
didn't do their job, and they want to bury this, and I'm not going to let it bury it, and I'm going to let you know that.
Since your opinion and the directive we have been given are at loggerheads, what further do you want from us today?
I'm telling you. Let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it.
Yes.
I'm here to file a complaint for assault.
Yes.
And now I'm being denied service by you two gentlemen.
Based on your own statement that you're trying to file a complaint based on the original incident from February 10th, 2014, which has already been investigated.
And heard in court
with you being convicted as a result of whatever your actions were at that incident.
That needs to be part of your report.
So that's why you're refusing to take my complaint. That's what you're saying.
This matter has already been investigated.
Even though I've never filed a complaint against Mr. Murphy, you're saying that my complaint's been investigated? Because I'm telling you that I have in court, on the stand, my testimony, filing my complaint.
Sir, you're going again with your hand there.
Well, don't worry about my hand, please.
You
So I will try to control my hand motion, but don't try to act like it's some kind of a violent move, because people do talk with their hands.
I don't know you, but I hear we're investigating an assault in the past.
Right, and I was assaulted. Not me assaulting him. I was assaulted, and it came out in court.
Do you have anything new for us, sir?
Are you not going to take my complaint?
I'm not going to take your complaint.
You're not going to take my...
You have my business card. You know who I am. I told you that based on our district attorney who told us
to bury it, who told you to bury it.
Those are your words.
Well, then why won't you take my complaint and investigate my complaint?
Because I don't investigate civil cases.
It's not a civil case. I'm not.
Sir, we're done. Do you understand what done means?
If you want one of my cards, I'll give you a business
card. I do want your card. And I do want to make it perfectly clear that you're not taking my complaint.
I'm not taking your complaint, sir.
Thank you.
Crystal clear.
That's crystal clear.
All right. We will bring you one of his cards.
Thank you.
So you know who you talk to.
All right. I need these files. Which one do you got? Which one? Which one do you get? This one? Huh? No. You get all of them. I think this one's mine. Both have to be served. Sorry.
No one else here from court? Nothing?
Yeah, that's mine. The one with that's mine right there.